here in life, there are so many that seem ignorant to the fact that they are being divided rather than being placed in a situation where they could interact with people of different cultures and different races without it being frowned upon. So it's like an aliens amongst us complex in which we have been trained and conditioned to believe that those that have differences are not us, but rather they are something else in which we should not be a part of or stay away from altogether. Again, many have been divided in society by cultures, races, religions, gang affiliations, and social status. And the reason why that is the case is because they want people in individual groups going off and doing their own things and conducting themselves in a way befitting of an orderly fashion. And they want that because it keeps them better under control or keeps them more under control than having a whole entire group made up of billions who would most certainly be acting and conducting themselves on the same accord for all intended purposes. Yes, it is as simple as that if you think about it. Look what we are born into. We are born into divisions. We're born into racial inequalities. We're born into social injustices. We're born into sexist perspective viewpoints. We're born into social status where there must be poor and impoverished so that there could be middle class and rich. And why is that? And it's not that there's not enough to go around for everyone regarding things of a basic and non-basic necessity regarding the things that we most certainly need in life, and as well as the things that are extravagant. These things have been taught to us. We have been conditioned with these beliefs and practices in order to keep us divided into certain groups. Now, the groups might not always be of one color, or one culture, or one religion, but as long as you are in something different, as long as everyone is not on the same accord or in the same group as a whole, and I'm talking about a member body that will pretty much make up hundreds of millions or billions. Now, can anyone on the planet name a group that has a member body of, say, 50, 60 million people or more? Now, why is that? When it would make sense if there were such groups comprised of those abundance of numbers. Because think about what you can accomplish with those type of numbers. If you have 50 million people in a group, you could virtually wipe away every type of social injustice, ailment, inequality that there is. And people on the same accord most certainly find that they agree on the same things that they don't like in society, And those things that they don't like are things that they could do without and that they would want to get rid of. Now, another reason why we are divided by that many things is it keeps us under control by the system of governments in which we abide under or abide to. Now, there's nothing wrong with that if those systems of governments provide for us a sense of order rather than chaos. There's nothing wrong with that if those systems of governments provide for us law in which provides for us protections, security, and safety for our persons, our families, and our possessions. But if everyone was together and on the same accord, then everybody would look at each other as friends or brothers or sisters. So that you will not be so inclined to harm someone who is closest to you rather than someone who is separate from you or apart from you. So that's pretty much what I wanted to touch on today with regard to this lesson. This is Corey Gerard again, and thanks for tuning in. If many of you didn't already know,